Black Hollow, a village shrouded in shadow, nestled deep within a valley. Towering mountains, stoic and ancient, cut it off from the world. The village was old, its timber houses leaning against each other as if for support. The villagers kept to themselves. They were a weathered folk, their faces etched with the hardships of their secluded lives. They lived off the land, their days a cycle of sowing and reaping. Yet a palpable fear lingered in their eyes. The fear was most evident as the sun began to dip below the mountains. It was then that the shadows lengthened, stretching from the edge of the woods that bordered the village. The woods were ancient, their heart untouched by sunlight. The woods were known as the Singing Woods. Legend had it that the trees themselves sang at night. A haunting melody, it was said, that lured the unwary deeper into the woods, never to return. The legend was woven into the fabric of Black Hollow, passed down through generations, whispered around hearths. It was a tale that instilled fear in the hearts of young and old. No one dared to venture into the woods after dark. The elders spoke of a time before the fear, a time when the woods were a source of life, not dread. But that was a distant memory, lost to the passage of time. Now, the Singing Woods were a place of mystery and dread. The eerie melody was rarely spoken of, its mere mention enough to draw silence over any gathering. The villagers avoided even looking at the woods after dark. There were stories, whispered in hushed tones, stories of villagers who had disappeared without a trace, their beds empty, their homes deserted, the only sign of their passing, a single pair of shoes left neatly by the door. The fear was a living thing, feeding on the silence and the shadows. It permeated every aspect of life in Black Hollow, casting a pall over the village. Thomas was different. A young man, new to the village, he was an outsider. Untouched by the years of fear and superstition, he viewed the legend with a curious skepticism. He refused to believe the stories. Thomas was drawn to the mystery. He spent his days questioning the villagers, piecing together fragments of the legend. He studied the woods, noting the way the wind rustled through the leaves, trying to find a rational explanation for the haunting melody. One night, unable to resist the lure of the unknown, Thomas decided to venture into the woods. Armed with only a lantern and his curiosity, he stepped across the threshold, disappearing into the darkness. He was never seen again. Only his shoes remained.